The first time the girl saw her mother's face was in a photograph on a tombstone. Her mother died giving birth to her. So every year, her birthday was also the anniversary of her mother's death. Before she died, her mother had prepared 18 gifts, asking her husband to give them to their daughter on each birthday. One gift per year, from teddy bears to pop-up books to bicycles. Each one was beautiful, but the girl grew more and more unhappy. She didn't want any gifts. She just wanted her mom back. Even this year's expensive piano didn't interest her at all. Today was her 18th birthday. This meant her mother's final gift, and a big birthday party awaited her. But she felt utterly exhausted and refused to attend. So she walked alone down the street. She randomly flagged down a stranger's car and followed the man inside to a bar. But it turned out Nick was her father's friend. When he learned Annie had run away, he immediately wanted to call her dad. Annie quickly left the bar and fled to the roadside. She was accidentally hit by an oncoming car. Rain began pouring from the sky. A woman stepped out of the car. In her daze, Annie saw this woman looked exactly like her deceased mother. Annie stared at her in shock. The woman helped her into the car, planning to take her home first. When the car pulled up to the house, Annie was stunned. This was her own home. Walking inside, she found everything had completely changed. She saw the calendar on the wall read 2001. Annie realized she had traveled back in time. The woman before her was her deceased mother, and she herself hadn't been born yet. Fighting back her shock, she hid in the bathroom to calm herself down. She breathed in her mother's perfume, looked at her mother's jewelry. Every trace her mother left in this room brought a warmth she'd never felt in 18 years. Then she met her father when he was young. With long hair and athletic clothes, he was more charming than the uptight father she remembered. The couple asked Annie for her address, wanting to take her home. Annie had to lie, saying her mother was sick in the hospital and her father was traveling far away. Seeing how pitiful Annie seemed, they could only let her stay temporarily. That night, Annie found medical records in a drawer. Her mother already had cancer at this time, but was hiding it from her father. Annie's mother knew she didn't have much time left. She planned to prepare 18 gifts for her unborn daughter and asked Annie to help her choose. At the music store, her mother fell in love with a piano. Annie quickly discouraged her, saying piano was too hard to learn, and recommended drums instead. After thinking it over, her mother agreed to switch to drums. This made Annie very excited. Soon, her father threw her mother a wedding ceremony. But after the laughter and joy, her mother's condition worsened. She coughed constantly in the bathroom, blood staining her wedding dress red. She had reached her final moments, but the 18th gift still wasn't ready. Finally, her mother chose a deep blue dress. It symbolized her daughter growing into an elegant young woman. But Annie said this style would be out of fashion in 18 years. Your daughter won't like it. Her mother asked, "How do you know?"
Perché sono tua figlia.
Non è divertente.
But she didn't realize the girl before her was her daughter from 18 years later. This touching film is called 18 Regalia.